Okay. Good evening, viewers. We are now in beautiful Macau today. With me, beside me are Bruno Cardoso and Carlos Fu from Macau Sim Racing Team and Macau-China Sim Racing Association. Good afternoon, guys.
Right.
Good afternoon.
That's right.
So, this whole interview, we've come here today so that we can get to know more about what sim racing is like in Macau. So let's start first with, of course, interviewing you guys about the Sim Racing Association. So Macau-China Sim Racing Association, what is it all about? As in, what do you guys actually seek to do or things like that?
Well, I've been seeing this for a long time. There is no association in regards of the sim racing here in Asia, an official sim racing association.
Alright.
And since we've been playing the sim racing for decades already, for the previous one, and nowadays, I think it should have something for association to get involved about the rules and regulations, and we're going to launch some competitions, matters, and stuff like that.
Alright.
Some organization that can help out for the simulation services.
So it's essentially to build up a scene for sim racing in Macau and to sort of get a whole organization in place in Macau. Something like
Yeah. Also, it's for worldwide to know there is a place it's called Macau that are involved in the sim racing.
Understand. Hey, so since you've brought that up, so now I'm also curious to know what is the current sim racing scene like in Macau? Of course, there are there are sim racers doing iRacing, R Factor 2, etc. Corsa, but I mean, of course, you guys being from Macau, how is the general scene like? Scene for sim racing like in this region?
Well, in this region, actually, still can call green, because people still need to get more understanding about sim racing, because about the investments, about the hardware, softwares, all sort of stuff. So we will like to build up this platform as much as possible.
Okay. So that was a nice introduction to the association. So of course I'm also aware that both of you guys are involved in the setting up of the Macau Sim Racing Team. So Bruno, let's go to you. Can you tell us more about Macau Sim Racing Team, like how it all came to be and?
Yeah, sure. Macau Sim Racing Team was formed about around 2 to 3 years ago. Before that, we already have a team called Macau iRacing Team that we formed to race specifically to race. But since that we have drivers driving in other platforms, so we changed the name to Sim Racing Team, so that it comes all together with all the platforms. We are just trying to be in every big competitions that we find in any platform, like iRacing and RF2, Assetto Corsa, and so on and so on.
Okay, so with regards to that, of course, the sort of platform of choice for you guys is mostly iRacing. So, how would you describe your participation in iRacing so far from start to what it is today?
I think we are still green, because we are still learning. As for myself, but all the drivers, some of them have already 10 years of experience in sim racing. Some of them also have experience in motorsport. But in iRacing, we are still getting the touch of it by participating more and more competitions that we find around. But due to the time problem, because we are in Asia and we need to find races that are held in Asia, so that's why we lately we are racing on the championships organized by the Sim Racers Asia, and from there we are just trying to gain more experience and try to get better results. But the most important is participating in as many races as we could.
Understand. That's been a very nice description. So, of course, in iRacing, from what I'm aware, you guys, the sort of one of the sort of bigger fields of interest you guys have been in is the Sim Racers Asia leagues.
Yep.
So, of course, Sim Racers Asia being the biggest continental level iRacing league in Asia.
Yes, true.
And also being what it is, they're quite prominent in the region.
Yep.
Could you describe to us how you guys sort of came to this league and how you came about it?
I think we found them in the forum of the iRacing website because we are trying to find more races held in Asia region. So that's why we came across to Sim Racers Asia. And since we knew the Mark Lange that organized all the races and all the competitions, big thanks to him. We tried to together by trying to compete as much as we can. So the races always have a nice number of participants in each race, and we do our role by entering each Saturday night, which is very good for all of us. And I'm very happy to see Sim Racers Asia have been growing a lot lately, and it's been like number one in Asia, and we are trying to grow more and more, trying to find more sponsors and try to help out each other, which is good.
Yep, all good. And of course, I mean, you guys having done this Sim Racers Asian League, maybe Carlos to you, future directions of MSRT. I mean, of course, I'm aware that you guys have started to delve into other international big leagues like the DGFX series as well as various other things like CFR.
Yes, previously.
So, what would your future directions be at this stage for what you guys can tell?
Well, we still recruiting new drivers and educating them to how to differentiate the sim and about the games. We race it seriously on the races at all time, The future plan on this is we will try to participate in more races, in not only in iRacing, but yes, developing more in other platforms such as the Corsa, or maybe coming up will be have a Gran Turismo as well. We wish there are drivers coming over from Macau or elsewhere from the world to join us to get this more involvement, race for fun and to perfection, and so it get this community bigger and bigger in Asia. Especially previously been talking to you in regards that I wish there is more association around in Asia and we can build up a big community to get some expo or something else around like this.
Sure. I mean, of course, we can always think about it and try to do things like that.
Right.
So I think that pretty much sums up the interview that we've had today. So. I mean, before we end it off, of course, you guys sponsors a very crucial part to the development of both your team and association. So, would you like to plug them and give them a shout out?
Well, yes. Like to thank our new sponsors, King's Lobsters. You just tried out.
Yeah, I tried out.
How you feel?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. You loving it? You sure? Well, yeah. Thanks to our sponsor, King Lobsters, Rizoma Auto Care Services, CF Concept, and of course Macau-China Sim Racing Association. Not only me, but the whole team as well. Sim Racer Asia. Thank you, Mark, for organizing such a perfect races at all time.
All right.
Yep. And of course, RRTV, Bernie, thank you. And you, Vietnam,
Yeah.
of course.
Well, of course, Bernie, he says he sends me here so I can interview you guys. But hey, this is
Right.
Okay. So, well, that pretty much sums it up. So, of course, it's been a great pleasure having been able to meet yourselves.
It's all a pleasure as well. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
It's
so
good
much.
to talk to you guys.
Any one of you guys that come into Macau, just give us a call or a message.
We
We'll
are
pick
more
you
than
up.
welcome.
Yeah,
We'll
you'll be treated well.
yeah, we treat you guys.
We are more than welcome. You guys coming over.
we show you
and look for
Macau,
us.
how beautiful it is, how amazing this place is, and of course we will try to give you guys a ride in the Macau Gear Circuit, which is very famous for all auto sport, motorsport enthusiasts like we all are. So
Yeah.
sure thing.
So that was a very nicely done interview.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Yeah, sweet.
Peace.